What's up, guys? Welcome back to Grant's Lawn Care on this August the 19th, Monday. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys, put some content out. As the saying goes, life has been lifing, and that's pretty much it. For those of you who have been following me on Instagram, you get a few little things on there, a few posts here and there, but as far as me dropping anything on YouTube, it's been a little over a month. But guys, as you can see, the task at hand here today is pretty much, this is a weekly client. They wanted me to get the shrubs today, so I ended up taking care of that task. And as I was recording the video, my phone ran hot, so a lot of the detail from the video was captured, and then some of the parts that I really wanted to be on video, my phone overheated as I was recording. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I captured, and we'll jump into a topic here in just a second. So as I've said in the past, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, do me a favor and check out my past videos and give me some thumbs up. And if you really enjoy what you see, hit that subscription button. Both are free. It'll definitely help my channel grow. So guys, stay tuned. We'll jump into a topic here in just a second. Enjoy. So guys, what makes shrub jobs, to me, easy, but sometimes can be just a little bit of a task, is just the position of where the shrubs are located. As you can see, these shrubs right here are located behind a ramp that goes to the resident. So on average, when you do shrub jobs, a lot of guys, myself included, what you can do is pull a tarp up and put all of your droppings, all of your hedge clippings and everything on that tarp. That way, all you got to do is pull it out, take the debris with you, and go on about your day. But being that there are a there is a ramp here blocking that. There's very limited space at all for a tarp. So what I did in this project was, as I've done before with the same property, I'll trim everything down and let it fall to the ground. You know, the majority of the stuff is going to decompose anyway, but as far as the actual branches and sticks that fall to the ground, what I'll do is I'll take my time. You know, like I said earlier, my phone overheated, but I'll take my time and I'll pick up and rake out what I can to an open area, and I'll just hoop it over the railing to the open part of the yard. That way, all I had to do was, what you'll see here as the video concludes, is everything that I threw over those railings out into the open, they're in the path of me mowing. So I mulched everything up, you know, ground it up into, you know, fine particles, and that was it. Looking at the video, you can tell that there were some weeds, some pretty good sized weeds inside this property area. I pulled those weeds and raked everything out. You know, the owner wanted me to get the weeds out, and it wasn't a hard task at all. Pretty much just grab it and pull it up out the ground and hooped it over the railing. So just that simple of a cleanup, you know, just depending how you're doing your shrubs, it can be just a little bit of a challenge, but this was easy to overcome. Like I said, this is my, I think, second or third time actually trimming these, because sometimes, you know, they'll let them get kind of high, as you see in the beginning, before they actually really want them, you know, trimmed down, and that's fine also. But the average person who does hedges, like I said, you get a tarp, you put it down, you put all your clippings and debris on there, you drag it out, and you're done. So just learning how to work around small things, you know, that can definitely be a plus factor when you go tackling different projects. All in all, you know, it took me, I think, probably about 20 minutes or so to get these, you know, pretty uniformed. The property owner wanted them rounded at the edge. They wanted that like round shape to it, so I did the best I could with it. You know, a lot of bushes aren't going to grow in a perfect, you know, pattern to where you can shape them in such a way. So you got to do what you can do to your skill level. And hey, if you feel like you can't even get it, you know, designed, you know, or shaped per se how they want it, just let them know, hey, you know, I'll do what I can, but due to the fact that the bush grew this type of direction or whatever, it may not turn out exactly how you want it, but I'm gonna make sure I do my best with it. So guys, hopefully you're still tuned in and enjoying this video, and I got some more topics as we wrap this video up. So guys, one thing I shot myself in the foot with when I came out here to do those hedges that day is I forgot my ammunition. Was Simon Grant's lawn care? What you talking about? Guys, I forgot my wasp and hornet spray at the house. After I had told myself, you know, make sure you get a couple cans of spray, because you know wasps, yellow jackets, and bees, they love to get in those shrubs where they got shelter and they're covered away from, you know, any predators to them. They'll go up in there and hide. And guys, as I was doing this shrub, I ended up disturbing a wasp nest. Luckily, when I saw them coming out, I backed away slowly, and one came towards me, but I ended up swatting at it and making it go away. But guys, be very mindful when you're doing shrubs, not even for the flying insects, but snakes love to get inside these as well, because what's one thing that also likes to put shelter or a home inside of shrubs? Birds. Birds lay eggs. Snakes love bird eggs, or snakes love baby birds. So guys, when you're out doing these shrubs, and I'm guilty, even as you can see today, have a small layer at least of protection on you, just in case you come across, like I say, insect nest, stinging insect nest, or if you come across a snake. There is a video out of a lady. She was doing some shrub work and she was bit by a snake. So you don't want to be that other person that becomes a statistic, because we just dive into a project and not size it up and see exactly any hazards and anything per se in those bushes. I put a brief look onto these bushes before I started, before the camera got rolling, just to see if I saw any wasps or anything flying in and out. They wasn't active flying in and out until I started hitting the area where their nest was. So that's what got them disturbed, and that's what made them, started coming out, trying to see what kind of a threat is hindering them. Another thing when it comes to doing shrub, and I'll even throw this in their tree work, is looking for where you may be cutting trees down around, high-powered power lines or any type of, hazard that can deem dangerous to you. There's several videos out there. There's a video I saw recently where a guy was throwing a ladder up and he wasn't paying attention that there was a power line ahead. When that aluminum ladder meets that power line, that's it. By the grace of goodness, you will survive. But you just got to be mindful when you go out doing shrub jobs and even, tree jobs. A lot of people say, well, you don't really have to worry about power lines with shrubs. Guys, this happens. These guys and girls who own these properties that let their shrubs get very tall, and a lot of properties have the main power line that comes from the power pole that goes to the residence, that supplies your residence. Well, a lot of people have bushes that grow underneath those power lines, and when the branches get tall enough, they can touch those power lines, and that's a danger to you when you're doing shrub jobs. So always just be mindful of those type of threats. Your flying insects. Make sure you have your insect spray. Far as when it goes for snakes, just take you a quick, brief second to size up your bush. If it's a thick bush and hey, a snake may be in there hiding or whatever the case may be, do a quick peek through. Get you your rake or whatever, shake that bush around a little bit, and make sure before you dive into something that overgrown or whatever, that you're not going to put yourself in danger. And guys, that's just a few tips. I'm telling a lot of people stuff that they probably already know, but just a video just to give you some tips and some pointers, just something to keep in mind. And as you can see here, guys, like I said, my phone ran hot, so I wasn't able to capture how I was getting everything over the rails and just throwing it into the path of where I mow at. So pretty much, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying just a few more words. Being able to put this stuff in the path of mow was definitely a time saver, due to the fact that I couldn't just drag it away and haul it off. I took my time, threw it over the fence, put it in a good area, mulched it in. That was it. Time saving, and just got things done. So you can always find a way to make up for time that you had to do something just a little bit longer. You can always find a way to make that time up just by doing what I did here, mulching that stuff in instead of trying to carry it off or trying to find a dump site or whatever the case may be, especially if the property owner is okay with you doing that. Guys, it's the season for some of us, as I've said before, the mowing season for a lot of us. We don't got but a few more weeks. If you've been noticing, the temperatures outside has been pretty cool in the morning. We on like our 4th or 5th day in the low 60s to even the low 50s in the morning. And you can tell that the fall season is going to get ready to come in, pretty much in the next few weeks. So the grass and the lawns are probably going to get ready to start slowing down. So for those of you who mostly do cutting and everything like that, this is the time of the year to make sure you are, if you don't have another source of income, maybe implementing other ways to keep income coming during the winter months. Leaf cleanups, property cleanups. Some of the best times to clean properties is in the wintertime, because for one, if you come across a snake, snakes don't do very well in the wintertime, especially as far as being able to move. And they're not cold-natured animals by no means. So a lot of people wait till the wintertime to actually do big projects because it's cold. And I'll say, for example, from experience, I came across yellow jacket's nest last season, at the end of the season, and it was cold. And when I realized I was, about to hit them, it was too late. However, it was like 40-something degrees that morning, and they barely could move off the nest. So when I realized, hey, these guys aren't very good and active when it's cold, I saw them. I had my can of spray. I went back, took care of them, got back to work. So the wintertime is a great time to do a lot of cleanups. Yes, it's cold. Depending on what part of the United States you're in, it gets cold. In some areas, you're going to have cold mornings and cold nights and pretty decent afternoons. So like I'm saying, guys, make sure you find something to stay busy over the wintertime, as it is fast approaching. And hopefully these points and tips, you guys are finding them useful. I'm going to go ahead and sign off of this video. Hopefully I can get you guys something else soon. My days have been pretty busy, so I haven't really been a whole lot motivated to pick up my camera and film anything. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you like what the topics were, give me a subscribe. A subscription is free. And I'll try to get you guys some more content here soon. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. This is Simon from Grant's Lawn Care, and I'm out of here.